ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, mamas and papas, you're welcome. This is Budweiser's Kings of Football show. I am Folajimi Oluwasegun James Akinshola, but you can simply call me King Jimmy. And today, I'm coming ready to take on all the bullets that will be fired my way because it's going to be a serious firing squad. Ladies and gentlemen, the one person that is a protagonist, someone that is always looking for a way to, make me unhappy. He's here today, but he will fail in his attempts. His name, Puja.
It's good to be back. International break is done and dusted.
Wow.
I'm here for you, Jimmy.
Oh, my God. I was prepared for you. Don't worry. But what I wasn't prepared for is today's guest. Because I don't have to prepare for him because I stay ready for him. It's been a long battle between us every time. We've been going back and forth for years. He's been prevailing most of the time because he's an OG, he's my boy. Yeah, he knows more than I do. Ladies and gentlemen, my friend, my brother, and today, someone that's going to be cheering Arsenal on, psych. Frank Edoho is in the house, man.
Hey,
what's happening, big bro?
How you doing?
I'm doing great. You look, wow.
Oh, thank you.
The last time I saw you, you were just announcing to the world your journey of physical cleansing.
Yes.
Becoming a new man. You look in shape, my brother.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. I decided to take up boxing and I came with my arms today.
For a second, I felt like, oh, yeah, you took up boxing. I was about to get into it. Oh, how is that going? I did not know.
I need all the practice because, Jimmy, you have been in the...
Pun intended, that was a jab directed my way.
Oh, wow.
How you feeling, though?
I'm great.
I see you on the come up from the bottom side of the table.
Oh, yeah. We're used to that now. It's we're not deluded like Arsenal. We accept our reality. And we just take life as it comes.
When I saw the lineup today, I thought this was definitely going to be an ambush because you are forever not wishing me well. When you look up to me, you know that, look, it's not a sight you'd like to behold.
I only look up to you because you are taller than me.
Literally and table-wise,
Yeah.
you are looking up to me.
No, oh, yeah. Last season we looked up to you too, and only for you to botch it 6 matches down.
And the funny thing is, everybody says it's a title race this weekend, the run-in, we're all excited about that. But as a Tottenham fan, what race are you running?
He's a Tottenham.
Top four.
He's a Tottenham
It's
fan.
ridiculous.
See, a Tottenham fan that hates anything about all these other clubs.
So he's not a Tottenham fan. He's a Tottenham fan because he hates Arsenal. So the only team he can support to even make that hatred more pungent is Tottenham.
Yeah.
Oh, I get it.
Because at the end of the day, all clubs, Chelsea, Liverpool,
Said they're all
Man
clubs.
United, Man City, have lousy, lousy fans.
Have lousy fans.
Yes, lousy fans.
The only
I have
reason
to
Spurs
just-
Wait, are you referring to Arsenal or Chelsea?
all other fans except Spurs fans.
If you're listening to us on our Twitter space right now, we want to welcome you. And of course, you are a major part of the show. We're getting your opinions on everything we're talking about right here on the show. We have a lot of things to talk about. We're looking at exactly the title running. Is this the biggest one ever? Prizes are available for you to win. That's what we do best on the show. We like to reward you for even being part of the show. And we're going to be doing that right here, right now. I'll be telling you all about it. Just keep it locked right here. Remember, our football predictor is still on. Yes, an opportunity for you to win 1 million naira, 500,000 or 250,000 naira. Yes, all you have to do is go on our website, which is www.budweiserfootballpredictor.com. Go on there, make your predictions. At the end of the season, if you're at the top of the leaderboard, you get 1 million naira. If you're second, you get 500,000. You become third, you get 250,000 naira. Now, if you can't wait for the end of the season, it's just 10 weeks away. I don't know why you can't wait. But if you're in a hurry to get instant reward, then you can be one of our weekly winners of 5,000 naira credits. You know what I mean? So 5 people get that every week if you can't wait for the big one. If you can, 1 million naira, 500, 250 is available for you. We do have other things to give out, but let's not bother the show with all of that. Let's focus on exactly what's going to be happening right now. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for us to talk about it. Our hot topic today is this. In your opinion, Frank,
Yeah.
the greatest running title race for the Premier League ever.
Man, title race. The one that happened when a few minutes to the end of the match, Manchester United were the winners, only for Aguero to, haplessly throw their dreams into the sink.
But you know why this has been said on Twitter and in different areas.
Yes.
The fact that there are 3 teams involved. It's been very rare that you've had 3 big teams showing that they can easily win it if just one team slips up. I agree with you. The Aguero last minutes, 93rd minutes.
Yes.
I agree with you. That was iconic. But we could still have that this season if all teams keep winning towards the end of the season. What do you think?
Unfortunately, all teams can't keep winning.
I know,
because
right?
they're
They got to
gonna
play each other.
They're going to play each other.
Yeah.
In 2019, it was intense. 2 clubs had to win, their remaining matches. And they both had 11 games. And, of course, Man City finished with 98 points.
Yeah.
Until now, Liverpool fans cannot believe that with 97 points, you can't still win the title because there was a Man City. There was a time, of course, Frank will know, because if you look at 2010, 2009, Ancelotti time, it was April. Ancelotti needs to go to Old Trafford to win Man United. And they went all the way to win 2-1. And that was when the gap opened and they won the title with just one point.
Just 1 point.
So this season, it looks like we'll get to April with the 3 guys. But
Still in the running.
But when they start playing themselves, I think we fall off to 2 or 1.
I think one of the most pivotal parts, and I come to you again, Pooja, because the one iconic team that every one of the 3 title contenders will face is Tottenham. They all still have to play a Tottenham side that is desperate to get into the Champions League.
Yeah.
And with that major factor around the corner, Manchester City don't fare well against Tottenham. They've always struggled against the Tottenham side.
Yeah.
Even though of recent they've found a way to win. Liverpool still has to play Tottenham. That's always a tricky fixture, whether you look at it or not. And of course, the North London derby literally could be where Arsenal will be found wanting when it comes down to it. Also remember, Manchester United still play a major role in this as well. They play Arsenal and they still play a major part in the teams that will be playing against them. Aston Villa as well. So the teams that they all have to play are very, very big. But Liverpool have 5 home games. How do you think this favors them, considering the Anfield factor?
Oh, wow. Anfield is a solid factor. And for you to go to Anfield and get a win, you must be either a miracle or a quirk of fate. So I feel that Liverpool factor is there, the Anfield factor is there. And also the Spurs, because Spurs, they are looking at the whole thing and say, hey, we don't want to win anything. We just want to get
We want to play
into-
spoilers.
That's it. So, and they can do it, and they'll fight to the death for that.
With the knowledge that all teams will start having separation because of the head-to-head situation, the quality of teams they're going to play, also the European involvement of all 3 teams.
Yeah.
Who do you think will be the first to crack, considering their fixtures?
I think by history, I think Man City looks like the only team that, they've done it before. They've won 5 out of 6 Premier Leagues. They are about to win the 4th
In a row.
in a row, which of course will be a record. They've done it before. Like I said, in 2019, they had to win their 11 games on a row. And they won all those games on a row. Now they've done it before. They've won the treble. That means they could actually, maneuver, negotiate their way, through all the most important titles. But Arsenal have not done it before, unfortunately.
Yeah.
They've not found a way. Even last season, they lost out early in the Champions League. They lost out early in the FA Cup. They faced only the League 2, I think, since from
still
March or
bottled
so,
it.
and they still bottled it. I think the Liverpool too can do it as well. They have. There's something going in for Liverpool. They want to win it for club. This is like a send forth.
Yes.
So the mentality is there. Like you said, Anfield is like they want to, down the line for them. We have to do it, and they are playing a lot of their games at home. Even Brighton, very tricky side, but they're playing at Anfield. So that Anfield feeling, that Anfield belief, that they've turned it to like a fortress. So it's the only Arsenal that this running could affect, because the only time they've done it before was way back.
Right.
But in recent times, they've been bottling it, and now that they are facing a Bayern Munich, they don't have time to rest any player. So most of the players will have to play all the games. And just like last season, when Saliba got injured, that season crumbled.
Well, we'd like to go into our Twitter space right now and get people involved. If you have a comment, you want to let us know exactly what you think about the title race. Is this, in your opinion, the greatest title race of all time? Or do you have anyone that, that comes to mind that makes you feel like, this one might not be that one? Please tell me, Nigerian Scouser, what do you think? Do you think this is one of the greatest, if not the greatest, title runnings ever?
All right, so I think maybe greatest might be what makes it hard for us to say this one is the greatest. Maybe the word greatest is the issue, but it's definitely the most interesting.
Most interesting?
Ever.
So you say it's the most interesting. Why do you find it interesting?
I mean, for a while, for a very long time, since Pep got here, I know as a Liverpool fan, we'll say we've been fighting, but fighting is exaggerating it. We only won one out of how many battles with Pep? Maybe it's like 6. They won 5. So it's been like he turned the league to a farmers' league, basically. But this is the first time. The fact that it's 2 different people pushing City, it kind of looks like, even though they are still favorites, it just looks like anything can happen.
What title race would you say has been the best or the greatest, since that's the conversation point right now?
All right. The first one that comes to mind has to be the one between the two when Man U was
Man City, club. Aguero.
Yes.
Yeah.
That Aguero.
Yeah, that's for sure. Definitely one. Definitely.
Yeah.
All right, thank you so much. Let me go to Stanley right now. Stanley, tell me, what is your opinion? Do you think this title running is the greatest of all time, or does any other one come to mind?
I don't think so. Okay, good morning, guys.
Morning.
Good morning. Pardon my manners.
What team do you support?
So, I'm a Liverpool fan. The thing there is that I think
it's okay. I believe you.
For me, I think the greatest is between the 18-19 season where Liverpool and Man City, they won all their games. That is the highest points accumulated by a runner-up team club in the Premier League history. 97. That has never happened. So even the invisible squad, I think is 93 points or so.
Right.
So I think that for me is the greatest ever. Thank you, Jimmy.
All right, appreciate you, sir. Let's get back in the studio. This is no jab at you, of course. Chelsea, I think, have conceded 53 goals already this season. But they also have very inconsistent attack. If it's not Cole Palmer saving the day, I don't really know who's going to be scoring for Chelsea, because I cannot rely on Jackson. I don't even know why that guy is a footballer, but hey, that's not my opinion.
I feel that the problems that plague Chelsea,
right?
It's about the people, the youngsters not understanding themselves, and these youngsters nowadays, I feel they don't have that commitment.
Right.
Those days we had, veterans like John Terry, Patrick Vieira, Roy Keane, that will fight to the death. I saw John Terry was bleeding and everything, tied the bandage, him running back and everything. But these guys, all of them, they are doing selfies, Instagram lives and reels.
They're playing soft.
And they are not, yes, they're playing, we should have, and Chelsea Chelsea had this characteristic of soldiering on, especially when we are losing matches and everything, the ability to draw or clinch victories. Chelsea, it looks like we have obsessive compulsive disorder.
Oof.
Because sometimes, I'm just being factual, sometimes, we go to Man City and we play them and almost beat them and everything.
And you come back home.
Next week, we're plundered. We're going plundered by Brighton.
At home.
Yeah. So
it's ridiculous how Chelsea's home form is almost an advantage to the opposition. It's crazy.
It's disastrous because Stamford Bridge used to be a fortress.
A fortress.
But now, I don't think so.
Pooja, let me ask you this. Now, with the way Chelsea used to be set up, I mean, I'll go back as far as Jose Mourinho, because Jose Mourinho, for me, was one that created something that I was admirous of, or is that even a word? I was admiring it as an Arsenal fan. The fact that they had a spine.
Yeah.
Now, that helped me understand how you structure a team. Because from the goalkeeper, Petr Cech, you move to John Terry. You move to, in the midfield, Makalele at the time.
Yes.
And then you move forward. It wasn't just Makalele. You had Makalele and Lampard that midfield.
Yes.
And then you go forward, you have Drogba. Everything else is like a branch to that spine.
Yeah.
Right? You don't see that today in Chelsea.
No.
Who's your number one goalkeeper? Let's not even talk about it. Who's your number one central defender? Not in the mold of what we speak about when we talk about John Terry. We expect Enzo Fernandez and Caicedo to be that tandem of Lampard and Makelele, but unfortunately, they have years ahead of them to actually learn the game and be able to be dominant. And up front, if you're relying on Jackson, or if Lukaku comes back, he's on loan, right?
Lukaku. Lukaku's a Chelsea player.
Isn't he still a Chelsea player?
He is actually.
Exactly.
Well, I think, for Chelsea, I think there's a break when it comes to, there's a break in cultural, identification in quotes. Because even when they had Drogba, they moved to the Diego Costa.
Yep.
Even the likes of the flair player Hazard can put his live on the 9, But now we believe that if formation fails in this generation, everything fails.
Yep.
Those days, when formation fails,
individual talent shows.
we saw when everything was chips were down. And Mourinho will call Terry to go and nod the ball in.
Go and do your job.
And they were winning 1-0.
Drogba, we need a goal.
But we have a generation now.
Got it, boss.
We have a generation now that is on the paper. His only philosophy, his only formation. If it fails, everything just drops down. I think we should start talking about Pochettino leaving Chelsea.
But who are you going to bring? That's the problem. There's a dearth
of coaches right now.
Who are you going to bring?
Look at everybody looking for Xavi Alonso like he's a brand new maiden that everybody must. What is going on?
Unfortunately for the clubs now, he's not leaving.
He's not. He's going to stay.
He's going to stay till next season.
He'll probably stay there longer.
But for Chelsea, I always say this: if Pochettino cannot navigate games like against Burnley, you don't have a business at a football club.
Unless it's your village people that's doing it.
There's Finidi George. He can just get anybody.
Even Finidi George can win against
That's what I'm saying. See, because if you look at on paper, that's what I'm saying. I always tell Chelsea fans on paper.
No disrespect to Finidi George, by the way.
It's not disrespect. Finidi George is the interim Super Eagles coach, man. What I'm saying in essence is, if you look at on paper, quality for quality, Burnley should not be going to that side. Stamford Bridge with those young, they are youngsters, but they should win Burnley. I think the conversation has to start about, is Pochettino really the right person? Because you have to finish the season on the high. Right. And winning Burnley, of course, starts it.
One person I also, I love him, but I really don't like him. Biola Kazim is on the space right now. Babanla, what's going on? I know you're not within the shores of Nigeria, but you still couldn't resist an opportunity to, just come and annoy me a little bit. Biola, talk to me.
Hey, Jimmy. Good to join you guys. Frank, hi. Puja.
Hey.
Bring something, come on, for boys.
No, you're not Chama, Puja. Don't worry yourself.
Which country is he in?
He's singing in Paul.
Oh, Singapore.
Yeah.
Please bring a bubble gum for us, please.
Oh, that's not a problem at all.
It's banned in the country as a problem.
So yeah, talk to me. We've been talking about the title running. First of all, do you think this is one of the greatest title runnings ever? If you do, why do you think so? If you don't, is there one that that comes to mind that obviously will resonate as the greatest?
Maybe 4 years ago, I remember the City versus Liverpool title running, the one where there was only 1 point between them. But the difference with this is that it is 3 teams running neck in neck. And I don't remember the last time that has happened in the Premier League. Typically, we have 2 teams in the days of yore, United versus Arsenal, neck in neck a couple of times. I remember United with Newcastle as well, 13 points behind Newcastle. Somehow hauled past Liverpool, Newcastle, and went on to go and win the league. But in terms of 3 teams playing so well, 3 teams probably all deserving of winning title, 3 teams all with such a clear chance of winning the title, this has to be the closest title running. For some reason, it doesn't feel as dramatic as it should be. Maybe that's because Manchester United are not in the title race. So myself,
I just know you had to put yourself in there.
I'm feeling the way you are feeling right now. Jimmy, we're able to eat well and sleep well. You're the one with all of the anxiety and stress.
I just remember that the bragging was like that last season. This
I'm not
time
even
last
bragging.
year.
Yeah,
this time last year, only for them to botch it.
I'm gonna look
into
into my camera right now and be as honest as I can be.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, I am not bragging. I am not even making mouths.
Yes.
Frank,
Yeah, Biola.
Frank,
Biola.
let me tell you a story about Jimmy, right? Last season.
Oh, talk to me.
We were all here doing this show, like enjoying this show. We're seeing every Saturday. We're like, cool, man. Arsenal were top of the table. Fuji and I couldn't drink water and drop cup. In fact, we couldn't even drink water. Jimmy was all over us. And then West Ham happened. I'm sure you know what happened against West Ham.
Oh, I did.
Then
I
Southampton
remember.
happened. Then all of a sudden, Jimmy had been available all season. That calls me like literally every day. Jimmy just had a project in Rwanda and disappeared to the end of the season.
Yes.
Frank,
My brother.
do you believe there was a project? You and I, we do projects, right?
We do.
Do
And
you
we are
think if
available.
Arsenal were top of the log till end of the season,
Jimmy would have been-
will suddenly have a project?
He
in
would have
Rwanda?
been leaving
I would have been able to
Rwanda
join
and coming
virtually.
here weekends just to taunt us.
I would have been able to
So I
join
said this to
virtually.
mean that it might still happen that Jimmy will not finish this season with us, depending on the few things.
Please, okay, let's get back to the show.
Yes.
Don't
you're
argue
the
with
host.
these guys or Jimmy.
Take your show back.
No,
host.
I'm not
Take
gonna
your
have
show
this.
back.
This is it's done. It's done.
Jimmy, don't argue with them. Arsenal is on top of the top 6 table. We have the highest.
You see, I have to
points,
get my
even
my,
before
We
my
have the highest
supporters.
points. Of course, that's why you are top.
Yeah.
Please.
Leo,
We've
Leo,
played just
please,
6 games
please
out of-
tell
we've played
them
just
the
6 games out
facts.
of the top 6.
Uh-huh.
And we have 12 points. Man City have played 8 games, they have 11 points. Spurs have played 6 games, they have 9 points. So why the hell can't Arsenal fans believe? Is it Chelsea that should believe from 11? Let us just be factual
No, we
with
don't
ourselves.
believe.
Oh.
No, they say
we are
something.
not.
You have to have personality for you to
wait,
believe.
wait, it's a Chelsea thing. We are not deluded because when we are 10th, 11th, 6th,
You
we
can't
don't
be
go and
deluded
say
at the bottom of the table.
No, we don't go
What
and
is
say
this?
no. We don't go and
Chelsea
say
fans are
we
actually
are going to
deluded.
Europe next season.
If
We are
you
not.
have an owner that is
We are not.
deluded,
No, but
how can you spend billions
but funny enough,
and you're
Wala,
11th and you say
wala,
you're not
wala.
How
deluded?
much did you? How much did you
Deluded.
buy Damian Rice?
Declan Rice, we
Declan-
purchased him for
Declan Rice.
100
We bought Declan Rice
million.
100 million. It
100
doesn't
million.
matter.
You are not
He's
ashamed of
delivering.
your. You are not ashamed of
You guys
yourself.
plus
spend
with
one
our
billion.
chest.
See, I know.
You acting like you don't
Jimmy-
spend. You don't spend money. Look
Jimmy,
at
Jimmy,
you.
they said,
Guys,
100 million
Jimmy, they
for
said something. If you want to see Chelsea,
Declan Rice.
you want to see Chelsea, you have to go to the second page of the Premier League.
Oh, yes,
Flip
yes.
the page just to get to Chelsea.
And if you want to see Spurs trophy, no, you
no,
won't.
yeah.
You won't. You
Even
can't.
Harry Kane has taken his cost to Bayern.
Oh.
They still can't win over there too.
And do you know what? That might be
The
that
only
might
reason why
be poetic
Arsenal-
justice because Arsenal.
We'll stop him again.
God, wow, Jimmy.
All right, let's stay focused. If you notice, a voice came up on our X space, and that is, of course, one of our regulars here. He is Leo. Leo, how you doing, my brother?
I'm doing very good, man.
Good.
I'm actually in Atlanta right now, yeah. And the Gunners here have made me even believe more.
Wow,
Can you
this is a
imagine, like,
global
we have an
war right
entire
now.
Arsenal community here
Wow.
that is even more massive than the one that I've seen elsewhere.
Wow.
apart
Shout out
from
to all
Nigeria,
Arsenal
shall
fans
we?
out
But
there.
Yeah.
ATL.
Arsenal fans winning fans over. You know?
The delusion
It's the
is like
quality
a
of our-
pandemic.
it's the
all
quality
over,
of-
it's
We are
all
a big
over the
club.
world.
If you don't understand that, it's because you support a small club.
Jesus,
That's just the fact. We are a big club.
Dude,
We're global. We're
Dude,
actually
pipe
a
down. You've not
global
won.
trend.
You've not won the Premier League for 20 years.
But
Pipe
Arsenal
down.
is like China. You
Pipe
guys
down.
are still living in the past, like you're England. Arsenal is a
But
global trend.
small
You
club
need to get
stems
that.
from your history.
Leo,
What?
Leo,
Your
wait.
history is that
Let's not shoot
Stamford
again.
Bridge, you
He went to
rent it. You
Atlanta
don't own
to
Stamford
build
Bridge.
confidence.
Peace in the studio, please. Peace in the studio, please.
What was
please.
the punchline?
But, Frank,
Oh, so feeble. I can't even see it.
Frank.
20 years, no Premier League,
Oh
shame.
my-
No Champions League in your history,
Oh,
shame.
Lord,
and the
Lord,
only
Lord.
time you wanted European victory, we took it from you.
Leo, don't say anything, please.
What are you talking about?
Don't say anything
So,
yet.
so pipe down.
It's okay.
Okay,
it's
so
okay.
I shouldn't say anything.
Don't-
I
just
shouldn't-
hold
No,
on.
say.
I have a question for you. Forget. Let's peace. Peace in the studio.
Usa.
Woosa. We're getting closer to the end of the show, but I wanted to actually get both sides of the fence conversation in terms of this April 4th fixture. We have Frank in the studio. Unfortunately, you're not in the studio, but you are all the way joining us virtually in Asia. Having said that, it's a big game, or it used to be a big game. Now it's just a game. I'm sorry, I couldn't help myself. It's natural stuff.
Jimmy, it's not just a game, it's a big game.
I know.
It'll always be a big game.
I
When
know.
big clubs play,
It's a big game.
Look, let me tell you something. Jimmy. You might not know. Let me tell you something. There are some clubs that are so big
Yeah, for
that
sure.
no matter their position on the table, any game they are involved in is still a big game.
For sure. No, I don't dispute that. I don't dispute that.
It's a global affair.
That's why I saved this game for last.
Between teams that have won the Champions League.
That's why.
Thank you very much.
Yes.
Between teams
that have recently won the Champions League.
We are talking about one of the biggest teams in the world. Even if they are in the relegation battle, it's a big game.
I did not ask you people to start kissing yourselves to enjoy. I asked you to fight each other. That's what I asked. Manchester United versus Chelsea.
When we mention the Champions League, Jimmy, you become an outsider.
I'm standing outside, yes. Okay,
and then me and Frank will set the rules of engagement.
Yeah, talk to yourself.
Thank you very much,
Because once we say Champions
all this
League,
love affair?
there's a language we are speaking that you will not be able to comprehend, no matter what. It's a different level.
You see, you are not speaking well. You're supposed to be taking shots at him. You're joining him in merry-go-rounding. What's all this? Chelsea versus Manchester United on April 4th in the Premier League.
United versus Chelsea. I think that United are the ones who are chasing something. Chelsea have made excuses for themselves this season, and so they probably just want to see up the season. I should say, though, that Pochettino being in the job and Chelsea being in this position is unique in the sense that the Chelsea fans that I know, including Frank, do not endorse a manager being in this position when Chelsea are here, right? So I think that there's I'll probably say a dislocation between what the Chelsea fans want and expect and what the Chelsea hierarchy have decided to settle for.
Okay, so he wax lyrical about Chelsea. Can you wax lyrical about Man U then?
Oh, when did he wax lyrical about
He didn't mention anything about Man U.
He was talking about.
He was just talking about Chelsea.
No, he wasn't
talking about Arsenal with the 8 twice.
I don't have main character syndrome, Jimmy. I don't have main character syndrome. You are the one who will put Arsenal into analysis of Brighton versus Liverpool.
No, but I asked you a question about Chelsea versus Manchester United. As a Man U fan,
no, he was not giving you reasons why Chelsea at an all-time low. You have a manager.
Okay, he's telling you why Chelsea will lose this game.
Yes, that's what he was doing.
Okay, can you tell me why Man U will lose this game?
I can't say Man U would lose the game because see, let me tell you something. I'm just a real person. You know, I told you before. Chelsea will go to Etihad and draw with Manchester City the next week.
They will lose at home.
They will lose
to
at home to Bristol Rovers.
Wow. Well, you went to
That's
lower.
the problem. That's the problem.
So I went low, you went lower.
Based on that, I don't have the facts to tell you for sure that Chelsea will win because Stamford Bridge is not a fortress anymore. Yeah. And this is Manchester United. And Chelsea has this knack of always rejuvenating Manchester United. Manchester United will just beat Chelsea. When they are low, they'll see Chelsea, they beat Chelsea, and all of a sudden we're back. Wow. You understand? So I don't know what's going to happen, but I think Chelsea will put up a fight because the fans are grumbling. Everybody is in a state of anger against the board, against even the players, because
it's the players we're seeing. Forget the board. The board is going to be the board during the week. But
Frank,
on the day.
No, I'm coming to coach. Coach especially, because I don't see why Palmer is playing, then Pochettino will look at the whole pitch. Palmer is putting up a good... He will now take Palmer out. Are you playing the Champions League? No. What are you keeping Palmer for? Let him finish the game.
If you have to give me a prediction.
Well, I'll say it's going to be a draw.
A draw.
Yeah.
It's a safe bet as a fan, not to say they're going to beat us.
No. It's a real thing, and and if you bring delusion into it and say we are going to win,
I won't bring it because I don't have.
No, you guys are the kingdom.
Bottom line, Frank, we all can be Jimmy.
Yeah.
Like he threw the shot, but you still had to throw it again.
No. I threw the shot. It was it
an alley.
It wasn't a bullseye, so he had to shift it to the target.
Thank you so much, guys. We have exhausted our time to discuss this particular game. Biola, I just need in few words scoreline: Chelsea versus Manchester United.
I think United to win 2-1.
United to win 2-1. Pooja, what's your take?
I think a draw. I think I'll go for it.
Yeah, I say
in studio, we are taking okra soup based on draw things. All right, Leo, what's your take? Chelsea versus Manchester United.
I go for a United win. Garnacho goal,
right? Okay, that's the take in studio. It's time for our super sub question, ladies and gentlemen. We're running out of time. I don't even know how this happened. It's only because Frank is in the studio.
Thank you.
And when you're having a good time, you lose track of time because Frank's the man.
Time waits for no man.
Time waits for nobody. That's the bell. You hear it. So here is our super sub question. This question is for 50,000 Naira cash for our X-Space users. One winner only will be taken for this one. 50,000 Naira is what we're giving away. All entries must have the hashtag Budweiser Kings of Football Show and, of course, hashtag the KOF Super Sub question. Winners will be chosen at random. Those are our terms and conditions. Here comes the question. The late Mark Vivian Foe played in the Premier League for all the following teams except for one: Aston Villa, West Ham, Manchester United. Feel free to go ahead and tweet your answer while using the hashtag Budweiser Kings of Football Show, as well as hashtag the KOF Super Sub question for a chance to win 50,000 very nice big ones. I wish somebody would give me that right now. All right, it's time for our Joker segment. We have a question we usually, it's a lighthearted question that you just, if you were in this situation, what would you do? So the question today is, if you're listening, Biola, please feel free to chime in. What are your best and worst goal celebrations ever, and why?
Okay, my best goal celebration of all time was Rashidi Yekini's goal against Bulgaria.
USA 94 in the net. Rashidi Yekini, I did it. Nobody knows what he really said. We all just have assumptions.
It's a goal celebration. Nobody has ever repeated it. I don't think it was planned out.
That is actually true.
Poignant. It was something that we all could relate to. It was Nigeria's first goal at the World Cup. It had been a long time coming. It had to be Yekini. We used to call him Goal's father. He was a very modest guy, right? And for him to go into the net and just be shouting his own name, I think that's probably the only time that we saw Yekini, in some sense, bask in his own glory. Nothing will ever top that celebration for me.
Your worst goal celebration?
Well, now that you ask, I need to ask Finidi George, what was that celebration?
Yeah, that was what I was gunning for. That was what I was gunning for.
What was that about, the dog celebration?
Legend has it that if they gave him enough time, he would have peed.
Oh my God. Leo, talk to me. What's your best goal celebration and your worst? You got to tell me why as well.
Okay, so my best would be Henry against Spurs.
Right.
The one where he slid.
Yeah, the one that is now a statue. Yes. The slide.
Exactly.
I think that's what every Arsenal player mimics now. Every time they score, they all want to slide.
And my worst was Adebayo against Arsenal when he scored against us. You
people need to get over it.
Unfortunately for that was my best.
That's your best, right?
Yes.
He killed me.
Running
He ran
the length of the pitch. To
meanwhile, during the game, he didn't run that fast.
Please, can you tell this Man U and Tottenham people to leave my... Oh, my God. Leo, thank you so much. I appreciate you. Frank, what's your best goal celebration and your worst?
Best goal celebration would be Sunday Olise, when he thumped that pile driver.
Wait, can I even remember his celebration?
Yeah, he was shouting. I thought he was saying, he was saying, what was he saying? Was he saying Dosu or I told you? I don't know. I'll ask him next time I see him. So he was, that was great. It was against Spain.
Yeah.
I think he thumped it past Zubi Zareta, I think, if I'm not mistaken. Then,
your worst?
The worst one, two of them. That guy that used to play for Arsenal, Danielson, right?
Yeah, Danielson.
He's stop it. With the bobbing heads and oh my goodness, what is this? What is this? That the first one. Then the other one was JJ Okocha when he scored the free kick or something. Then he started acting as if he was using his ankle to start a tiger generator. So those are the ones that come to mind. Really.
I better pass my neighbor. All right, Pooja, what's your take? How we round up the show?
Of course, Adebayo, running the length of this,
That
was crazy.
That
it was called
supreme, epic.
Brand the length of this pitch to face Arsenal fans.
Wow, and he slid in front of them and opened his arms. Oh, wow, I love it.
No, that was the ultimate troll.
Leo, go home now. Oh, that wasn't Leo. That's Kazim.
What's your problem?
I thought Leo was bitter about it. Kazim, please go ahead.
What's your worst?
Okay, let me just go for Kudus. Ran, took the
The ball boys chair.
The chair of the photographer, and they sat on it. What's going on?
He
He needed a
took
break.
the chair
Of the ball boy,
Photographer.
or the photographer,
and went.
ran to the fans, put it down, and sat on it. This season.
Maybe he was
Yeah,
tired.
he was tired. He
was tired,
Yeah.
I
It must have been hard to score
And the
that
funny
goal.
thing was, he ran back, he didn't
Carry the chair back.
Why should he?
No, that's not fair. That
That's why
photographer,
we're talking about
that
it
photographer
now,
is going to have to go and carry a chair.
Oh yeah. Let the photographer get over it.
Wow.
Every small thing. Oh, why did they? Oh, you should.
And on
I
that-
don't come from that school, man. Go and carry your chair.
Frank is upset.
No, I'm not.
And on that
I'm
note,
not.
before things go out of hand, I want to say thank you to everyone that has joined in on our X Space.
Thank you.
We, of course, are excited about the fact that we are currently available on terrestrial TV throughout the territory of Nigeria. You can watch us on your TV sets and enjoy everything that is the Kings of Football show. I must say a big shout out to, of course, the one and only Frank Edoho. Frank, whenever you do pull up, the energy is unmatched.
Thank
to
you.
say the least. Your knowledge of the game and your eloquence when you speak as well makes it such a delight to have you in studio.
No, I admire the crucible of broadcasting that you've experienced, because when Jimmy started this, he did it all by himself. He learned and he pushed. There were, great titans in sports broadcasting, but Jimmy, you pushed yourself through. Consistent, versatile. You're an actor, hype man, great presenter.
Yeah, keep it coming,
MC,
keep it coming.
and all that.
I like it. I like it.
Yeah,
I like it.
So
I like it.
I say I'm proud of you every time I see you.
Thank you
I'm
so
like,
much.
Oh wow, Jimmy is doing it.
I appreciate you. I appreciate
Thank
you.
you for inviting me.
Thank you so much. Budweiser doing big things. Puja as well. It's never really fun, but it's always a great time.
But Puja wasn't bad today.
Yeah, because you were worse.
Wow! I didn't see that coming.
He's like, no, what more do I need to do to Jimmy? Frank has killed him already.
But on a good note, I want you to back to Chelsea. They call you Chelsea leader, but I want Chelsea to be back to that form so that we have more of you.
Yeah, right now I'm very subdued.
Because
very
people after every attack, people always call their leader, Frank, but now
when you punch a Chelsea fan, they're going home. Hey,
Frank,
boss.
Yes.
Hey,
I need you to
now.
do this. But now, because I used to do that on the coattails of Chelsea's resilience and greatness. But now I don't say, so what am I going to say?
So that's why I'm praying for Chelsea to come back.
And on that note, Biola Kazim, what's your final word?
Wow. It's been fun being on the show. I can't wait to be back in Lagos to join you guys live. I want to be there when either City or Liverpool go on to win the league. Not because I'm coming to come and throw you, Jimmy, but somebody has to be there for you. You're my guy.
Wow.
And I can't let you fall apart. So I'm coming to Lagos
And
to
I'll
make sure
just
that my
be
brother
nice
is good.
by giving you the sign out, but it's okay. Thanks for watching the Kings of Football show, brought to you by Budweiser. I am Jimmy, and of course we'll be back. Remember, live by peace, love, and you shall get respect.